Have you ever wondered if the ancient Stoics were hiding something from us? Something far more intriguing than just keep calm and carry on. Despite all the modern praise they get, there's a side to Stoicism many people overlook. It involves rumors of hypocrisy, royal family conflicts, and a method of emotional mastery that was once considered borderline rebellious. Let's dive into Stoicism's misunderstood core and see if it might be the key to unlocking a new level of strength in our everyday lives. The misunderstood side of Stoicism. Most people assume Stoicism means you should feel nothing, like a statue unmoved by chaos. That's the cliché. But behind that stereotype is a philosophy that simply teaches you not to cling to emotions that drain you. Ironically, critics have started calling it a form of toxic positivity, suggesting Stoics ignore emotional pain or pretend it doesn't exist. They see phrases like, focus on what you can control, and assume it's a fancy way of dismissing real-world problems. But that's not the whole story. Stoicism isn't about being numb. It's about recognizing which emotions help you grow and which ones only keep you stuck. Hidden controversies and rumors. On the surface, Stoicism's main figures, Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius, seem like moral superheroes. But look a bit deeper, and you'll find layers of scandal. Seneca, for example, wrote eloquently about simplicity, yet rumors suggest he amassed a massive fortune by lending money at sky-high interest rates. People whispered that his teachings on modesty clashed with his luxurious lifestyle, calling him a hypocrite. Marcus Aurelius, revered for his philosophical writings, had a famously troubled relationship with his son Commodus. Some suggest that Commodus's cruelty in later years reflected poorly on the emperor's parenting, casting doubt on how effectively Marcus lived out his Stoic ideals at home. And there were also those who suspected Stoics in imperial Rome were using detachment as a shield to survive under oppressive rulers. Were they truly at peace with harsh conditions or quietly playing politics? These controversies don't cancel the value of Stoicism, but they add an unexpected layer that most of us never hear about. Core principle: control versus no control. Beneath all the drama, Stoicism's central idea is alarmingly simple. Separate what you can control from what you can't. Then pour your energy into the former. Epictetus hammered this point home repeatedly, insisting that your thoughts, choices, and actions belong to you, but external events do not. It sounds obvious, yet every day we let social media, random opinions, and even the weather dictate how we feel. We obsess over job security, fret about gossip, and stay up at night worrying about tomorrow's headlines, forgetting that our power ends at our own hands and minds. Stoicism doesn't claim to banish fear or anger altogether. It just reminds you to stop investing your emotional energy in illusions you can't change. Emotional mastery and practical tools. So, how do you actually apply this principle without becoming an emotionless robot? Stoics used a method we might call emotional observing. When a wave of anger or anxiety arrives, they teach you to pause, just for a moment, and label it. This is me feeling frustrated, rather than I'm furious and need to act on it. By naming the emotion, you step outside of it and reduce its power. Modern neuroscience backs up the idea that awareness can weaken negative emotional circuits. Another surprisingly modern Stoic technique is visualization. Athletes today mentally rehearse game-winning moves. Marcus Aurelius suggested visualizing daily challenges as a way to anticipate them calmly. It's not about ignoring emotions. It's about channeling them into actions that matter, instead of letting them spin out of control. Shaping your environment. But what good is inner discipline if your outer world keeps dragging you down. Picture a bucket of crabs, each one pulling back any crab that tries to escape. In life, those crabs can be certain people who gossip endlessly, cynically tear down your ambitions, or thrive on negativity. Stoics recognize this problem. Epictetus advised limiting time with those who lure you into pointless drama, not because you're too good for them, but because your energy is finite. The environment around you, both the physical space and the social sphere, inevitably shapes your mindset. If your room is in chaos, your mind is likely to follow. If your social media is a non-stop flood of outrage, your thoughts become restless. Changing this setup doesn't mean cutting off everyone and living like a hermit. It means being deliberate about whose voices and what ideas get the run of your mental space, redirecting and protecting your energy. People often try to lock down their focus by force, as if they're building a dam to keep out negativity. Stoics took a different approach. Rather than forceful suppression, they recommended guiding your energy like water, channeled through a well-planned canal. If you're furious with a coworker, for example, that anger is a massive surge of energy. Instead of bottling it up or lashing out, you can redirect it into something constructive, maybe working out, writing, or tackling a challenging task you've been procrastinating. The Stoic practice called premeditatio malorum, foreseeing what could go wrong, also helps preserve energy. By expecting obstacles, traffic jams, rude comments, or project failures, you're less thrown off when they happen. You don't waste energy on shock or outrage. You've already prepared so you can respond calmly. At this point, you might see Stoicism as more than just stiff upper lip. It's a living philosophy marked by controversial figures who didn't always practice what they preached, but who still uncovered remarkable insights into human resilience. The real power lies in deciding what to do with these teachings yourself. Will you follow the old pattern of pouring energy into uncontrollable events, fueled by frustration or fear? Or will you take a chance on an approach that has guided people, from ancient Romans to modern high performers, to focus on the one domain they truly own, their minds? The question now is simple. Where will you channel your energy? You can remain caught in the whirlwind of worries and external expectations, or you can learn to pause, identify what belongs to you, and let everything else go. By exploring the misunderstood, the controversial, and even the scandalous sides of Stoicism, we see it's not a relic of the past. It's a blueprint for a calmer, more directed life. Let these ideas spark your curiosity, maybe even lead you to read the works of Seneca or Marcus Aurelius with fresh eyes. Because sometimes the philosophies most surrounded by mystery and rumor hold the secrets we need the most.